Good morning. Time to plant more fall veggies. So come on. So what was all this for? It was to protect these baby plants. Now I like to pick a variety. I like to have a mixture in the garden. I'm eager to plant, but first, let's collect our supplies. Now, fall veggies like brassicas, they need protection from hungry insects and caterpillars. So let's go ahead and get some of these hoops and some sticky paper. I forgot the Sluggo. Now suppose I planted first and time ran out and I hadn't yet set up the hoops to protect the plants. I'd get really frustrated if they got all munched down. Now what's the sticky paper for? It's to control whiteflies and gnats. Now we're ready to plant. Now I do what's called the no-till method, meaning I don't till up the soil every year. Instead, what I do is I use cardboard. I lay it down to block weeds and to hold in the moisture. Now I tend to do it in the fall. I lay it down whether or not I plant a fall garden. I still lay down the cardboard in the fall. Then over winter, it gets soft and it's ready to be planted into in the spring for your summer vegetables. Now firm it in really well. Push it down so it's held in there nice and strong and firm. Now, you might have noticed this is a small yard. We live in a narrow, tall row house, and it's in the historic downtown district. This whole yard has become my garden. It's about 40 feet long and 9 feet wide. And across a little sidewalk, again, it's 40 feet long and about 6 feet wide. I love growing food and flowers. I just love it. So why do I sign? Well, my family and my friends are deaf. I'm hearing, but I want clear, direct, open communication. So signing is important. Water in well. Then I water every day for about a week. Don't let these baby plants get dry. Good morning. Welcome to our garden. Today, what are we going to do? We're going to dig up and replant 2 blueberries. But first, let's gather our supplies. Come on. This is important. I forgot it. Now, how many blueberry bushes do we have? We have 4. But we don't need that many. We only need 1. This one we're going to keep. Now before we dig, the birds want breakfast. Now the roots on blueberries, they're not very deep. just put the spade in close to it. This bush is about 2 or 3 years old. The roots haven't spread. Now the soil level is important. Don't bury the base of the plant. I really enjoy watching the birds. Now, did I use special soil made for berries? No. My neighbor doesn't plan to leave these in the pots. If he decides to leave them in the pots, then I'll just let him buy that special soil himself. Now let's dig up the second bush. Now, what are these bricks for? Blueberries require a lot of water, so I build like a little wall with the bricks so that when I water, it holds it in. And then it doesn't all just spread away. Squirrels. Blueberry bushes are best moved in the fall. Now you don't want air trapped in the roots, so water well. I have some protection, a cage for the blueberries that I'll give my neighbor. If I don't protect the blueberries, the birds eat them all. I made those myself. Now remember, close the door. The skunk will sleep inside. Blueberries do best with more than one variety. Now I have 4 varieties, and I'm only going to keep one, but remember, my neighbor's going to have 2. Good morning. Welcome to our garden. Today we have one more thing to do to prepare for the frost. But first, let's collect the supplies. Come on. Now we're in the front garden because we are going to harvest the ginger. But first, it's hot here in the front. I need to change my hat and take off this sweater. Oh, that's better. Now where is the ginger? Let me show you. I planted it in the front because this is the warmest spot on my property. It really gets the full morning sun. Now this is the mother ginger. And this is the young, fresh ginger, the baby. Now this would have grown into some more leaves if we'd have left it in the ground. That smells delicious. Now this is hardware cloth. I cut out these little squares. When I planted the mother ginger, I covered it with the hardware cloth secured with these pins so the squirrels couldn't dig it up. Looks like we have a few late okra. Now, why am I harvesting the ginger now? Because here it won't survive the winter. It's just too cold. Now, how do I plan to save all this ginger? I'm going to wash it and cut it off right here. And I'm going to put those in the food processor. Then these tender stems and leaves, I'm going to chop up and freeze. I'm going to freeze all of it. Now, there's a few more left. And that one's the biggest. See how it's grown up through? This is the last one. This is the mother. Ooh, beautiful. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. I don't want to lose any of these, so I'm going to cut off the stems. Wow. Yep, I'm excited. Now that one was the biggest because it gets the most direct sun. There's no buildings blocking the sun. Remember, close the door. The skunk will sleep inside. It will. Now tonight's temperature is going to be 36. I'm happy this was the last frost job. Now if you watched our most recent video where I pulled up the pepper plants and hung them upside down in the basement, check out our shorts for a pepper update. It works. Yesterday, I harvested 20 red peppers. Wow. It only took 4 days. There were only 5 green peppers showing color when I hung them, and 20 were fully ripe in just 4 days. I'm really satisfied. Oops. Forgot to put away the gloves. Now next time I'm going to show you how to preserve all of this ginger. Good morning. Welcome to our garden. Now the frost, it's coming soon. So come help me prepare. But first, let's collect the supplies. Come on. And what are we going to do today? You see all of these pepper plants? All of these, all the way down here to the fence? It's full of so many green peppers. So we're going to pull up the plants. We're going to tie them up and hang them in the basement. And the peppers are supposed to change color and become red. We're going to carefully lay the pepper plants on this old sheet to try to protect the fruit. Now I could harvest these green, but my absolute favorite are sweet red peppers. Oh, these plants are full and heavy, so some of them are going to fall off, but that's okay. There's a lot of peppers down around the base of this plant, so let's see. Just do it very carefully. Now I envisioned pulling up all these plants at one time, wrapping them up and bringing to the basement, but I was mistaken. This is full and heavy. That's only 3 plants. So let's bring it to the basement now. We'll see if it's too heavy to carry. I remembered the string. Now let's see if this is enough. It's just simple yarn. Nope, it was too heavy, so we're going to use some chain. Those are the chains for the grow lights, but we don't need them right now. This is much better. Now, this is my first time hanging peppers, so I'm still learning. Sweet peppers are my favorite crop to grow. If I could only pick one thing to grow, it would be sweet peppers. So this is worth my time. Now, do I grow these to save money? No, but that is a benefit. Walmart's organic sweet red peppers are $6.92 a pound. That's about 7 of these size peppers. That's a lot of money. Not bad. Ooh, that one's huge. I'm going to wait on that one. Now, green peppers, organic, at Walmart are $5.92 a pound. And again, that's about 7 of these peppers this size. Drink break. And here are the rest of the chains. That's a lot of peppers. We've got 3 more plants to get. Now we've done better with losing peppers. This time we only lost 5. Oops, 6. The first time we lost 10. Now the last 2 plants were smaller because there's a lot less sun in this area. Now why do I grow food? I do it because I love it. And we have a full house. Now, what variety are these? These are Adjarski sweet red peppers. Now, originally I bought the seeds from a company called Baker Creek. Now, these are heirloom, meaning it's an old variety, and if you save the seeds and grow them again, you'll get the same exact fruit. This is the 2nd or 3rd year of growing from my own seed. That means the first year I bought the seeds, I let them grow, and I waited till they became really red, fully red, and then I scooped out the seeds and let them dry. Now pepper seeds, they're really easy to save. Then the 2nd year, I used my own seeds. And then the 3rd year, so this is either my 3rd year to grow those peppers or the 3rd year using my own seeds. Oh, and if you grow hot peppers and sweet peppers and they're close together, the seeds that develop can cross. So you have to be careful because the next generation of plants might be hot. Hang on a second. Now what is this? See this? This is hardware cloth that I cut into squares, and I put it around my baby plants. Back in May, these baby pepper plants got surrounded by the hardware cloth to protect them from the digging squirrels and the digging skunks. It worked. But now it's time to gather them all up and save them for next year. They're sharp, so use gloves. Remember, close the door. The skunk will sleep in the garage. Yes, it will. I'm going to bring this in the house and wash it. Now check back for a pepper update. I'm going to go down to the basement today and count how many are already started to turn red, so then I'll know from now on how many of the green ones change color. Hope it works. Thank you for coming into our garden. See you later. Bye-bye.